Thanks, Trixie.
Thank you very much.
Alright. Hello, I'm WhitePaaws. He's Space Gene, he's the one who's gonna be hosting. And I'm the one who's gonna be running.
Hello, I'm your host today.
Space Gene hype, yes. Alright, so this is Crash Bandicoot 1. Yeah. So I'm gonna give a countdown from 5 and on go. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so this is Crash Bandicoot 1, of course, the original Crash Bandicoot game from the very famous mascot, and I already died. This is great. Already got a dropped input. Don't worry, it's okay. But yeah, so this category is 80%, so the goal is to beat the game as fast as so it's basically beat Cortex as fast as possible. So to do that, you just have to go through a bunch of levels and fight a bunch of boss fights, and you're good. Oh, also, I already got a dropped input, so this is already sometimes this game, like, you press X, but the game doesn't give you anything. That's what happened, that's why I died.
Hey, you got this.
But it's okay, it wasn't that big of a deal. It's only 7 seconds, so... yeah, so another thing you may have noticed is that well, the first death wasn't on purpose, but the second one was, like the one after the checkpoint. It's because there's a cutscene at the end of each level, where if you do the level deathless, the game will, like, drop you on top of your head all the boxes you didn't break through, which is super slow considering some levels have, like, 30, 40 boxes even. So the best way, like the fastest way of doing this is just dying. So there's gonna be a lot of death abuses throughout the run. Well, we're basically gonna death abuse in all levels, but a couple, like 3, I think. Got that life just in case, because in this game, if you game over, it's over. You have to restart the game. Like the game forces you to reload a save, and we won't save really. So it's actually risky to save because you can softlock while saving. This game is great.
Oh?
That's basically why I'm not doing a strat in this game, just for safety of marathon. You need to do a game over abuse, so but the game can just softlock you randomly. It's really stupid, but yeah.
Oh, I had no idea.
Yeah, this game saving system is pretty bad, unfortunately. At least they perfected it in the other games. Yeah. When you spin, you get invincibility frames, so you can abuse those invincibility frames to get cycles like the one I just got. The name of this game is Cycles. Like, there's 3 types of cycles in this game. So there's spawn cycles, there's global cycles, and then there's local cycles. So the cycle that you'll see the most is the global cycles. So these cycles are basically working like from the very beginning of the game, which means while I'm here in Boulders, the cycle's in, let's say, Native Fortress, which is a level like 7 levels from now. Not even 7, but I'm exaggerating. But yeah, the cycles in there are working. The only way to reset them is by death abusing, which actually makes the death abuses even more useful, because you can reset the cycles to something you may, like, more predictable.
I didn't think it was so intricate.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. That's where most of the time save comes from. Just knowing your cycles and stuff. The other type of cycles are spawn cycles, that you'll see in this run anyway, because local cycles you only see 100%. But local cycles are basically cycles that trigger when a crash, or not even crash, just the camera is in a certain position compared to the hazard or the cycle. So yeah, you'll see those cycles in the next level, which is wrong. Also, the fastest way of movement is zigzagging. This game is actually really taxing on the hands. So basically, zigzag alternating diagonals as fast as possible. So let's say right now that I'm going forwards, I have to alternate between up left and up right as fast as possible. So you can get more speed in the air. Like, this is only while you're in. It doesn't work in the ground.
I didn't think it was give you that much momentum.
Yeah. It's a mechanic you get better at the more you play, obviously. But it can get pretty taxing. So whenever I'm doing attempts, for example, I only do like an hour at a time. Okay, I got the sub jump there. Nice. So that last jump is actually pretty hard. It's called a submarine jump. So basically what you do is when you spin off a ledge, the game still thinks you are in the ground even though you're in the air. So you have 10 frames to input a jump after the spin animation ends. Also, there's some people selling stuff outside and they're screaming. I hope no one is able to hear that.
Are you using the DualShock for this or using the D-pad?
Oh, this game doesn't allow the use of DualShock. Like, it just doesn't support it, I guess. That's the better way of... So this is D-pad.
That's definitely got to be rough on the thumbs.
Yeah, for sure. I haven't played this game in like 2 weeks, so it's actually hurting a lot. But it's fine. I got a pretty hard cycle at the beginning of this level, which is nice. Most of the cycles in this level are local. I mean, not levels, local. So they're pretty predictable. If you do the same thing every time, you'll get the same cycles without having to worry about like dying or anything. Ah, the people selling stuff. It's actually so distracting. Oh my god.
If you buy something, they'll go away.
Yeah, BRB. I'm just gonna go buy some freaking food that and then come back. Don't mind me, the estimate should be good enough. Oh, by the way, I'll try to read as many questions as possible from chat, or if space, you need to see like a question or something.
No, of course.
Just let me know. This game has a lot of things that are not really obvious, so asking questions is important. I'll try to get to most of, or as many of them as I can.
I'm honestly impressed Crash 1 has so much to it.
Yeah, you would think it doesn't because it's just basic platforming. Like, it's your basic hard platform game. It actually has a lot of things that have been developed throughout the years, which is pretty cool. Oh, but yeah, this is Hog Wild. This is a level I'm not gonna let have you seen. Just gonna skip this box. It doesn't really matter which box you skip, but you just wanna skip.
Oh, I'm jealous seeing how fast you're flying through this stage.
I got bad RNG, I think. Let's see. I may still be able to catch the cycle. So this game doesn't really have that much RNG, but that cutscene is RNG. So Crash can take a longer time to look into the front of the screen. And when Crash looks to the front, you can skip the cutscene. And as I said, he can take some... Yeah. It's really dumb. I was still able to catch the cycle, though, which is nice. Yeah, like, that RNG part affects the cycles in these levels. So if you get bad RNG, you will lose a cycle and you will lose 4 seconds. I am pretty behind though, so I have to do this submarine jump here. Okay, got it.
Nice.
And now we do an out of bounds right here.
How do you bounce off the spikes like that?
Yeah, so how that works is like when you get hit and you have a mask, the game throws you upwards. So it's pretty convenient that it's just enough height to be able to get out of bounds. Yeah, there's not really much to it. You just go to the back of the screen and just walk. It actually does not save time, but it's a way easier. Like it's way easier than just doing the other strats. You may think the out of bounds is harder, but it really isn't. It's actually pretty easy. Okay, this island one was actually pretty solid, all things considered, that I died in the first level, but this is good. The early game of this game is actually pretty hard, so kind of glad that went well. That's a 1025, that's ridiculously good for marathon. Alright. So this is the start of Island. Oh no, the freaking sailors. I've actually muted my mic.
Oh no. Oh, I hope they don't come inside.
They are so loud! But I'm back.
Why are they yelling so loud?
I don't know. Colombia.
Eh?
That's the country, so...
I get you. Yeah, that was the only time we heard them, was that last time. It's not so bad.
Yeah, they're gone, I think. Oh no, actually, they're not gone. They're like just parked in front of my house. But anyway, Up the Creek doesn't really... it's just mostly just playing the level as fast as possible. Something I haven't actually talked about is... there's a trick you can do in this level called a double jump. It's pretty hard. I was planning on doing it on upstream, but I just forgot. Since when I was doing attempts, I wasn't going for it. It's a 3-frame jump. Like, it's a 3-frame jump in a very specific spot from moving platforms, and then you have to do a sub jump off it. It's kind of hard to explain if you don't have a visual cue, but it's pretty hard. Just trust me.
I believe you.
This is Ripperoo. Most of the boss fights in this game are just auto-scroller. You have masks, so you can just use them to your advantage. You cannot really keep up the masks from boss fights, so may as well use them there. So this is Lost City, the worst level in the game, easily. I'm actually gonna try to fall. But yeah, so what you wanna do is actually 100% this level. And in order to 100% a level in this game, you have to do the level without dying. And this is one of the harder levels to 100%, so just gonna try and focus.
Is that for the cycles?
Yeah, this game, you can lose a lot of time inside, so...
Mm.
And I'm going all out. Not taking it safe. Oh my god, I barely got that.
Hey, if you're enjoying the marathon, you want to see more awesome furries playing video games for Extra Life, be sure to check out our main Extra Life fundraising weekend, happening November 2nd and 3rd. Follow Furs for Life on Twitter for updates and info.
I got stuck on scenery.
Oh,
I'm not
no.
gonna catch that. That's okay. I'm just gonna lose 4 seconds. Yeah, I'm not going for that. Would have been too risky. Better losing 4 seconds to losing like 2 minutes.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
if I were to die, I have to restart the level, so... Also, you can 3D range parts, as you could see in the pushers.
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna lose a little bit more than 4, don't wanna zigzag here. I'm gonna lose more like 6, since I lose the cycle too. You can catch it, but you need zigzagging, and I don't want to zigzag off the side accidentally. So that's okay, I'll take the time loss. It honestly could have been a lot worse. Level's pretty hard.
Yeah. Don't you have to backtrack for the taunt emblems, too?
Oh, like, the... like... One of the changes that they made, the remasters, is that the bonus boxes actually count towards the gem.
Oh.
So in the original game, you don't actually have to enter bonuses to 100% it. There's a miscellaneous category that's called like old boxes, and in that category, you actually do everything.
That sounds like a nightmare.
Yep. Especially considering that if you die in a bonus, you cannot redo it. So, like, you have to re-enter the level.
Sheesh.
So I did a trick there called flame, and it's basically you can go to the right of the flame and not get hit. Only to the right. It doesn't work to the left. So I have to do it twice. Oh, I actually got that. I thought I was gonna die on the second one.
Nice.
That was a clean level, actually. Not bad. Still can be pretty hard because of the flame skips, so... That's pretty good.
It's like watching a wizard at work here.
Thanks. I've put a lot of work into this game. I've been running this game since 2014. So...
Oh, wow.
Well, late 2014. Basically 2015, but yeah.
Oh no, this level.
Oh yeah, so this is the Road to Nowhere. These levels are pretty infamous for being decently hard. But it's like kind of, I think, you can make a lot of these jumps pretty easily. Since you obviously get more distance while zigzagging, so...
You're blowing my mind with these zigzag jumps.
I'm gonna get a drop jump in high road and then I'm gonna die or something. It's funny because my PB actually get... Oh, there we... Yeah, see? This is what I mean. I think I jinxed myself there. Got a drop jump. And died. That's fine, it's not that big of a death, so... It's like 10 seconds, I think. There's way worse deaths than you can get.
What's the worst?
Dying at the end of Lost City, probably.
Oh.
But we're already past that level, so... Oh wait, it was like 20 seconds, never mind. Boulder Dash. I actually kinda have to focus in this level. You may think this level actually doesn't have that much to it. I mentioned the thing about the cycles, and depending on how you do this level, it manipulates the cycles in Sunset Vista, which is another pretty infamous level. So I actually need to zigzag a lot. This is probably most... This level hurts a lot, but I'm gonna focus. Ah, damn it. Hit up fans.
You got this. Well, do you enjoy playing video games on Twitch? Do you like helping out sick kids? Ever feel a little bit fuzzy? If you said yes to any of these things, you might be the perfect fit for our Extra Life team. If you're interested in joining, click on the Join the Team button in the graphic below the stream window, or type !join in the chat.
Ah, my thumb! Help!
Oh no. Maybe a nice soak in the water a bit after this.
Okay. I don't think I'm gonna get a TVH, but yeah, there's no way. I lost 0.9, and my P barely gets it. So there's a cycle called the God Cycle in this level. It's actually pretty hard. You need to like zigzag very well. Boulder dash, yeah, I totally missed it. That's fine.
What's so unique about it?
It saves like 5 seconds.
Oh. Whoa.
So you can skip like the level. We did it with Sunset. Nah. This is another out of bounds. It's actually pretty easy to do. So actually have no idea why it works. Like that's one of the biggest mysteries for me when I started, and I'm still running the game. But in the spot you spawn in, it's the perfect spot where you can like spin before the pushers come out, and just go out of bounds. It's pretty dumb. It only works in very specific spots, and it so happens your spawn position in the Z-axis works.
Is it only for this level, or?
No, you can do it in Lost City as well, but it's slower since you actually have to get the gem.
Ah.
So 100% you obviously wouldn't do it.
Right.
It actually doesn't save us much time, but the other strats are pretty hard. Pretty unreliable, so...
Seems like a lot of risk-reward with this game.
Yeah, for sure. Like, once you start getting to the 40 level, 39 level, there's too many strats that, like, are pretty small, but save a lot of time. So it depends on, like, where you want to go for them or not, or see if it's worth, I guess. But yeah, we do the same out of bounds here. This is what is different. I would suggest watching the world record if you want to see how the optimal level goes, because there's a game over strat here that's pretty cool. So you basically get the last Tana token, or you get all the Tana tokens, and you enter the bonus, right, with 0 life. You complete the bonus, then the game thinks you have saved the game, even though you haven't even saved the game. And then you game over. And this game's saving system is really, really weird. So once you hit continue, it puts you in Koala Kong, which is the next boss fight. So it allows you to skip the entire last part of this level. That's where it saves 15 seconds from. That's why basically a 39 was possible.
Doesn't soft lock you or anything?
It can't soft lock you when you hit the platform, like the bonus platform at the end. It's so dumb. Like, some people have had it in marathons and stuff. Like, not doing the strat, but just trying to save. It's like, let's say during Splash Effect or 1545, which both are like multiple game marathons.
Right.
Well, Splash Effect is a race, like an annual race that's done in December, where you play the original Crash 3 games, or the original, well, 3 Crash games, and then the original 3 Spyro games, all of them to max completion in one sitting.
How different is this to run versus the HD remake?
Oh, it's actually super different, now that you ask about it. Just saying on this boss fight, for example, the HD remake has a skip. You can like do a thing called a hyper jump by damage abusing on those rocks, and you can go over to where Koala Kong is and just hit Koala Kong. He dies like super fast. It's actually super interesting. In this game, you have to wait it out, and it's RNG, unfortunately. I didn't actually get that bad of RNG, so I'll take it. But yeah, just in there, zigzagging actually makes you slower in that game. So it's more of optimizing jumps, optimizing micro movements, stuff like that. Cycles are also really important, but a lot of the tricks that are in here don't work there. And like the remaster has a lot of new tech as well. It's actually very interesting. I would also recommend watching the remaster run. It's been on GDQ before.
Okay.
So I'll watch that.
Sounds interesting. I knew they changed his hitbox, but I didn't think it would be so drastic.
It's more of a square, or like a peel, I guess, like an oval.
Yeah.
Hi, I barely made that soft jump.
Nice.
It's actually not that hard. I don't know. I kind of got stuck on like the scenery of it. Oh yeah, this level has actually one of the most, like, the coolest looking soft jump in the game. It's a strat that's coming up pretty soon. So using this mask, you can damage our use on the red pipes, and you can skip riding this platform by doing this soft jump right here. Just do that soft jump, and then damage our use on the red pipe. And then there's this. Oh, I thought I was gonna miss. That's okay. Basically, when you spin, you extend your hitbox, so the game thinks you're hitting those bouncy platforms way faster than you actually are.
Wow.
It's fast.
Yeah, no kidding.
Also, this is one of the worst levels in the game. The day that I got the 39, I actually killed 2 runs in here. It's kind of like, you wouldn't think it's that bad, but like the cycles, since they're global, the laser cycles are actually pretty hard to avoid. So you may just die if you don't time your spins right. As I said, invincibility can let you skip these lasers, but spinning in the air actually lasts for less when you spin in the ground. So it's way easier to skip hazards that are in the ground. Basically how it works is spinning while you're in the ground lasts for 24 frames, but spinning while you're in the air lasts for 14 frames. So you have less frames of invincibility if you try to skip hazards that are in the air. So that's why those lasers are pretty hard to avoid.
Is that because of the zigzagging?
No, that's just how the game works, I guess.
Oh.
I did another soft jump there. Oh, this level actually has another really cool looking soft jump. These strats that I'm doing are called ZVM strats because the person developed them is called ZVM. But it has some pretty cool soft jumps like the one I just did. Like a diagonal soft jump right there. It's pretty cool, I think. Like the camera moves so weird and it makes it pretty cool. Now, we call this jump the GDQ jump because we found it at GDQ. Like just in the cacher room. It's 0.5. It's, yeah, super significant time save.
Whoa. Just found that sitting around the room.
Yep. It's kind of funny because that, like, you use the invincibility frames there. The yellow platform can actually hit you. So if you don't time it right, you died. Although I don't think... I say that, but my PV actually doesn't do it because I underrun before to it. So I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna bother getting a 0.5 second time when I just want to be done with the grind.
I'm still trying to register how you did that.
I got a dropped spin there. Thankfully I had a mask, so it didn't matter, but I will lose a little bit of time. Like, I didn't die at least.
Oh my.
Damn it. I'm so bad.
Hey, you're doing fine.
That's one of the scariest things about this level, is that, like, since zigzag is a thing and you want to do it a lot, you may just end up zigzagging off the side in a level that, like, the platform you have to move is actually pretty small. So
Oh.
if you, like, input a diagonal for way longer than you intend to, you just may die, which is kind of a shame. That's what happened there. It's actually a kind of big death, unfortunately. I was hoping to clutch out the 40, but if I get a 41, that's okay. Oh man, this level's not that hard.
You're pressing me.
Oh my god, what am I doing? Help! Actually haven't died in there in so long, and the cycles change.
Is it hard to tell what cycles there are?
No, it's just that I'm not used to them.
Hmm. Well, hey, you are watching Fastest Furs for Life 2019, benefiting the Children's Miracle Network hospitals through Extra Life. 100% of funds collected through Extra Life directly benefit one of 170 Children's Miracle Network hospitals across the United States and Canada. Donations are used for the most immediate needs facing local kids, everything from patient programs, new equipment, and charitable care. To make a donation or learn more about how you can help, click on the donate button below the stream window or type !donate into the chat.
Actually, yeah, just make sure to donate. That'll make Crash very happy, and that'll make me not chuck the run more. Make
Such a
sure
hard boss.
to donate. Yeah, that boss is pretty easy. He has like the worst aim ever. I don't know why he has like an automatic gun and he just misses when you're like sitting in front. How many lives do I have? 2? That's kind of low. I'm gonna give it a couple of extra lives in this level, so I can feel more comfortable and not game over.
Oh, this one's a nightmare.
Yeah, my PV actually dies here. It's kind of funny. It has a 3-second death to a drop jump at the end of the level.
Is it based on the turtles?
It's more so that this game lags a lot in this level for some reason, so sometimes you might press X, and I guess it's based on the turtles because there's a lot on screen. I guess the fog on the background also like makes it lag. But this jump that I'm gonna do, like that one, my PV gets a drop jump in there. It's pretty unfortunate, otherwise it would have been a better run, but still like the milestone. Alright. So this is Slippery Climb. Another pretty infamous level, I guess. You may have heard that they switched the original idea, which was Stormy Ascent, for this. Although to be fair, Stormy Ascent was just not very good in terms of design.
Ooh, that was the canceled stage, the really long one, wasn't it?
Yep.
Ooh.
It's like around 4 minutes long, something around the... I think it's a little bit shorter than Sunset Vista, but something along those lines. It's pretty hard, it has some really awkward cycles. You can play it on a ROM that Averso has on YouTube.
Oh, someone reconstructed or managed to
Yeah.
find the original file?
Someone... I'm not sure if they found the original, but it's with the physics of the current game. Like of the original release, not from the beta. You can actually also play the beta of this game, but it has like really weird physics. I'm pretty sure zigzagging doesn't work for instance.
Sounds like it'd be fun to see.
Yeah, I think so. It's just... It's so weird. Like, for example, you know how the rocks like just auto-aim on Koalahan when you spin them?
Yeah.
Well, in the beta, they don't. So you like actually have to to aim. Like you have to think
Oh.
where you're gonna throw the. It's actually so dumb. I'm kind of glad they didn't go with that idea. But it makes the fight actually pretty hard.
It's also it's not like Papu Papu levels. I mean, it's an improvement.
Yeah, true. Oh, a change they made in Papu Papu actually with the J version is that they like in the US version it only takes 3 hits, but in the Japanese version it takes 5 for some reason. Like maybe they thought they'll make Papu harder. They put 2 extra hit points, but I don't know. It's still really easy.
Is it just Papu?
Yeah, it's just Papu. I got that.
No, they thought Pinstripe was fine, but no, Papu needed those 2 extra hits.
Yeah.
Okay.
So to run this game, you actually have to like if you want to be competitive, like high level in both categories, 2 consoles. You need the NTSC-U and the NTSC-J because 100% is faster in the Japanese version. Unfortunately.
Why is that?
Because you can get the red gem very early, like way earlier than in the NTSC-U. So you can do road over in one pass instead of 2 passes. Saves around 50 seconds. I got stuck. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get it. Should I go for the safe strats in the next level? I think I'm gonna go for the safe strats. Don't want to lose 40 seconds to dying. Basically, a gimmick in that level is you have Aku as your light. If you get hit, you lose your. Okay. So I was trying to do a strat called sub jumpless. I wasn't quite able to do it because I got stuck in the ceiling. So I'm gonna take the safe strats here, gonna grab the mask. And if I'm able to still catch the cycle though. Oh, I'm still gonna catch it, okay. So way in there. So generally if you don't get sub jump, please you have to skip this mask and you have to do a trick called backwards flame skip. I'm still gonna try to do it just because I want to keep the mask a cycle later on. Damn it! No! I messed up the sub jump. That's it's kind of unfortunate. As I said, that's like a 40-second death.
Oh wow.
And I'm gonna lose the cycle now. No, it's okay. Still decent. Man, I cannot. Bad at this game. Huh? Actually, how many Wumpa fruits do I have? I don't want a game over. I'm gonna try to get an extra life somewhere. I'm trying to think where. Or maybe I just want that. Oh no, there's a life here. Never mind.
Hey, you got this?
Yeah, worst thing that could happen is if I game over.
Nah, you'll be fine.
I'm gonna lose like a minute, but that's okay. It happens. It's a marathon.
Hey, it's a stressful level, I can imagine.
Oh my god, why can I not get that sub jump? It's not that. Help! Send help. I'm just gonna wait on the things again, I guess. But kind of a shame that I'm messing that up. It's actually not that hard. One too low there. I'm just not gonna death abuse then. I don't want to risk game, so I'll do the rest of the level without dying. It's okay. I'll just wait the platforms, like the cycles here. What am I doing? I'm actually gonna game over, I swear. If I game over, I'm just gonna reload a password. That's a shame, the run was going so well up to this point. and then I just messed up that sub jump and that like spiraled me.
Hey, again, it looks like a very, very tricky stage.
Yeah, it's kind of tricky. It shouldn't go this bad, I think.
You're still doing great.
I guess the run, it's okay. Like, you can just watch the run and not watch this level. Thanks for listening. Let's try this again. I generally don't have to wait here, so kind of like threw me off in the previous life. There's a life here, right? I think so. No, it's a Taunt token.
Hey, you get 3 of them, you might find more lives.
Man.
Hey, if you're enjoying the stream and you want to see more awesome furries playing video games for Extra Life, be sure to check out our main Extra Life fundraising weekend, happening November 2nd and 3rd. Follow Furs for Life on Twitter for
Ahora.
updates and info.
Actually, I have no idea what the cycle's gonna be. Well, at least, hopefully, I won't game over in the last jump. It's kind of a shame. I lost like 3 minutes in that level, more than that, actually. Yeah, just remove this level. Everything should be good. I may go overestimate. This game has like 1 billion boxes.
Gee. Hey, you did well.
At least
You
I didn't
came
game
back
over.
from
I may still go just underestimate, but that's like doesn't mean much.
No, I always feel bad for Crash at the end of that screen.
At least we don't have to worry about game overing anymore, because we get a lot. Which is nice. More boxes for you, Crash.
No, that poor orange boy.
Oh, so yeah, that's why we use the green gem. So we can like skip that entire level, castle machinery, basically.
How much time do you save?
Like 2.5.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's actually pretty significant. Now, Bria transforms into. Always reminds me, if people here played Bandicoot, it's kind of similar to Klungo. Okay, so this is the last level of the game. Hopefully. Oh, damn it. I'm gonna go rest. I should have waited. I went for a cycle there. It's pretty. Fortunately, I couldn't catch it. That's what I mean with the when I mentioned about spin,
Yeah.
like the spin lasting for way less time in the air. It's actually pretty hard to skip that cycle. I thought I had it. I must have like barely died.
It looks very precise.
Yeah, it saves a couple of seconds, and my PD doesn't do it. So I was like, I'm gonna try to go for it so I can go underestimate. Barely failed. I think the showcasing was alright. It's just the last little bit of the run just went bad. But the rest, like the very beginning, went actually pretty well. It's like my marathons run gets worse all like run after run. Feels like.
Nice.
But we in there. We're gonna. At least I didn't have to input a password. disaster if I had game over. That would have actually been really upsetting. That's okay. We're on the final boss now, so time comes or stops in like a minute roughly.
Done, Crash Bandicoot.
Ken, you're doing very, very well.
I can't do it. As I said, it was just Joseph. The rest of the levels went okay.
Oh yeah. Those
Just
jumps
was
look crazy.
bad, but it's like it happens. As I said, and time comes up in very soon, and time. Oh well, I guess it's not the worst. Again, as I said, it was good until that, until Jaws of Darkness. Just get rid of that, and then the run is actually good.
Well, hey, it was fun to watch.
Oh yeah, I wanna say thanks everyone for watching the run. We had some issues, but we got there. So yeah, and reminder to keep watching the rest of the marathon. Give some donations. We have to meet that goal of 5,000 by the end of the marathon. So let's get in there. Also, thanks a lot on hosting my run, Space Gene. It was a pleasure having you.
Well, thank you for having me.
And some shoutouts. I wanna give shoutouts to the Palsy boys and the Crash One community. Definitely been putting a lot of work to this game to put it as it is now. It's a very optimized run, and we could have done it without like everyone's help. So, and I also want to give shoutouts to my boyfriend. Hi, Valen.